One day, something happened. An idea popped into my head. I decided to draw myself as a fantasy knight of darkness. Gathering all my knowledge, I was determined to create a better picture than anything I had drawn before. Fortunately, this didn't set a very high bar. Therefore, my approach and technique shouldn't be taken seriously. Don't think of me as a lecturer. Think of me as just a dude who by some miracle managed to do something cool and is eager to share it. Maybe some of you have also tried fantasy self-portraits. It's always nice to find like-minded people. So first, I sketched a couple of drafts to figure out the pose and composition. Next, I needed to photograph myself. A well-worn lamp provided a mystical light. A broken ski pole acted as the third, and the night was battle ready. Now I needed to choose a photo. Here is my winner. I also gathered various pictures of armor and swords. Now everything was ready to start. Drawing. Here I straightened something, moved something, outlined the general shapes and started sketching. I outlined the face. I was just drawing armor over my potentially ripped body. And now, no one would remember the color of my underwear. One way or another, the drawing was ready. Not everything went good. Take the horns, for example. They were in the wrong place. The environment around the night was initially supposed to be filled with some blue magical glowing stuff. But I had a vague idea of it. So I roughly outlined the light from the sword on the armor, coming from bottom to top. When all this was done, I thought it looked alright. And I attacked the armor drawing with lion-like ferocity. I had to slug through all those metal parts for quite a while. Luckily, it wasn't an expensive 3-meter canvas, just some ID-valued digital doodle. One day, I'll paint a knight in oils. If I figure out how to unscrew the cap. During the long, resimanding hours of fiddling with the armor, it became increasingly clear to me that the dark background looked better. I didn't manage to paint the face right away. The first time, it looked like the knight stepped in a cow patty, wiped his boot, but the stench continued to haunt him. To understand what shadow the helmet would cast, I played around with some scissors. The key to choosing the color was supposedly increasing reflection from the armor. In short, I had no clue what I was doing, but it worked out in the end. Next was the detailing of the helmet. Boom! Drawing the hilt of the sword was a torment. In the moment of greatest despair, I even made a 3D model. But enough is enough, and at some point I stopped tormenting myself with that hilt. I also didn't immediately figure out the shadow on the chest plate. I'm still not sure it's correct. And so, the knight figure was ready. I was pleased with how it turns out. And I was especially proud when I was playing around with it, like this. But then came the serious problem. What to fill the background with? After all, the old idea with the blue magic stuff had long been buried. So, I started considering options. Anyway, the first idea I latched onto was thorny thickets. Probably, with enough skill, something worthwhile could have come out of it. But I didn't find that skill in myself. Then there was the idea of a sinister glowing pentagram or something like that. It's strange that I didn't accidentally summon Beelzebub in the process. As you might have guessed, the house wasted on thorns and pentagrams were as gone as my useful clothes. Once, in a special mystical hour, when the night hadn't ended and the morning hadn't come yet, and I was intently thinking about the background for the night, the boundary between reality and the other world became as thin as a soup bubble. Something was happening around me, but I only looked into the darkness surrounding the night, and the world, which was fading and losing its naturalness, didn't bother me. Thick fog enveloped me and my night. And there, in this blind eternity, only the light of the night sword dispelled the darkness and gave shape to the space. I was sinking into this serenity. Now, I already knew what needed to be done. I quickly threw in some fog. I used special brushes and then outlined them so that everything blended better. Then I decided the figure was cramped in the given rectangle, the legs seemed short and all that. When the size of the space was increased, I finished working on the fog and completed the picture. The result pleased me. what conclusion can be drawn from this? Hell if I know. That's what I realized. But it doesn't matter. Because in the next episode, I will be trying my beautiful, smart, kind, and beautiful beloved in the opposite image. A Valkyrie of life. Show yourself, my dear. And then, the Knight of Darkness and the Valkyrie of Light will appear on the pages of a comic and stage a mega battle. Darkness and light, who would have thought? And I'm absolutely certain this idea is brand new. Who will win? And is it worth paying such a high price for victory? Subscribe and don't miss this grand show.